Your Excellencies, Mr. Joko Widodo, Co-Chair, Mr. Mugabe, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, allow me to express my sincere thanks to the government and the peoples of the Republic of Indonesia for the warm hospitality and for the excellent arrangements accorded to us since our arrival to this beautiful country. I have great pleasure and honor to be here with all of you on this auspicious occasion of the commemorations of the 60th Asia African Conference and 10th anniversary of the new Asian-African Strategic Partnership, which is attended by 54 Asian countries and 52 African countries. 60 years ago, after the end of the Second World War and at the onset of the Cold War, many countries in Asia, Africa, and Latin America were struggling with movements for liberations and national independence. At that time, the most common and strong desires of newly independent nations was the establishment of a new patterns of international relations based on equality and mutual respect of their national sovereignty and development of their economies. In response to this strong and common aspiration of newly independent nations, it was very timely that our leaders from Asian and African countries with extraordinary strategic visions courageously made the historic decision to formulate the 10 principles of Bandung adopted at the Asian African Conference in 1955 as a beacon in guiding the futures of Asian African cooperation, standing on the core principles of solidarity and cooperation. The purpose of the establishment of the Asian African Conference are to bridge two continents, improving interactions among members, and to promote peace and cooperation among the developing countries. The first Bandung Conference underscored the need for developing countries to loosen their economic dependence on the leading industrialized nations by providing technical assistance for developmental projects, as well as a change to technological know-how and the establishment of regional trainings and research institutes. The declarations are 10 points, Bandung principles in cooperation with the principle, the purpose of the Charter of the United Nations with noble desire to maintain world peace and cooperation lead to the establishment of non-aligned movements, which is currently 120 members. I am proud to say that Myanmar was one of the 5 countries, Indonesia, India, Myanmar, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, which co-sponsors the first Bandung Conference in 1955. In 2005, the Asian and African countries marked the 50th anniversaries of Asian African Conference and declared the new Asian African Strategic Partnership, NAASP. The summit was attended by 106 countries, comprising 54 Asian countries and 52 African countries. The summit concluded a follow-up mechanism for institutionalization process in the form of summits concurrent with business summit every 4 years, ministerial meeting every 2 years, and sectoral ministerial as well as technical meeting if deemed necessary. The declarations of NAASP is a manifestation of intra-regional bridge building from a new strategic partnership commitment between Asia and Africa, standing on the pillars that is political solidarity, economic cooperation, and socio-cultural relations, within which governments regional and sub-regional organizations, as well as peoples of Asian and African nations in trade. I'm also pleased that today we all are here to commemorate the 60th anniversary of the ASEAN-African Conference, Bandung Conference, under the theme of strengthening South-South cooperation to promote world peace and prosperity. We reaffirm our commitment for further enhancements of our solidarity by concluding 3 outcome documents: the Bandung Message 2015, the declarations on reinvigorating new Asian-Africa strategic partnership, and a declarations on Palestine. I would like to conclude by pledging ourselves once again to maintain and further strengthen the South-South cooperation among the Asian African countries towards a more peaceful, stable, and prosperous world. Thank you.